With cars like the Tesla Model 3 and Chevy Bolt EV hitting the market, there are more choices than ever for practical, affordable all-electric motoring. But if you're willing to forego certain modern conveniences, things like airbags and windows and doors, you can open the door to many more choices like this. This is the Zero SR from Zero Motorcycles. It's the company's fastest ride. It's got way more torque than any of those big superbikes out there, and we're going to put it through its paces. First things first, let's get the numbers out of the way. The Zero SR with the default 13 kilowatt-hour battery pack tips the scales at 414 pounds. That is not light by any means, but it is actually pretty comparable to something like a Yamaha R1 or a Suzuki GSX-R 1000, though its horsepower is way down, just 70 compared to upwards of 200 for those bikes. Its 116 pound-feet of torque figure, however, bests nearly every sport bike on the market this side of a Hayabusa. And of course, being all electric means all that torque is available from just 0 RPM. So hold on tight the first time you crack open that throttle. Despite the racy-sounding name, the SR isn't really what I'd consider a sport bike anyway. The seating position is relatively upright, the seat itself is wide and comfortable, and the pegs are low and pretty far forward. It's far from a cruiser, but the more relaxed riding position compared to things like the single-disc front rotor and the blissful silence mean this is a bike meant for spirited riding, but not really racing. And yes, we should talk about the noise. If you're among the loud pipes save lives believers, you may not want to hear this, but I love the subtle futuristic whir of the Zero. I think it sounds great, and that's helped by the silent operation of that belt drive. I own a Yamaha R6 track bike with a race pipe, and I also have a Triumph that sings a pretty sweet song, but when I want to go out for a relaxing ride on some peaceful mountain roads like these, the silence here is blissful. Just make sure you plan your route properly. While the Zero SR is rated for 161 miles in its gutless eco mode, with spirited riding I was lucky to get half that, and if you spend any time on the highway, you could do even worse. If you need more range, another $2,695 will slap a second battery pack inside that convenient tank storage area, offering a theoretical maximum range of 202 miles, but I think you'll be pretty lucky to see that figure. With its outrageous torque and silent running, the Zero SR is a lot of fun, and at a starting price of $15,995, it's actually not that much more expensive than some higher-end street fighters, especially if you live somewhere with state incentives. But I have to say the range left me wanting, and the performance, though good, didn't exactly set my life on fire. Ride this bike conservatively and it'll take you pretty far, but who wants to ride conservatively?